Oh, goodness. You can see my lower half. Crazy. That, like, never happens. Oh, goodness. Get back down there. Alright, hi, chat. Good morning, afternoon, evening, gamers. It's your boy, Teisuaki. I'm your Shadow Monarch of Flamestern, e-boy, vtuber, competitive variety streamer, and apparently Honkai Star Rail streamer. And by apparently, I mean, that's the, you know what? If I get known for anything, it might be this. Or Pokemon. Who knows? But chat, honestly, I really didn't know what to do today. But I didn't feel like starting anything new just yet. And I didn't feel like playing Champions. I'm gonna be so for real. I didn't feel like it. So, what we might do is chill the BGM because it's in my brain. And let me unmute Star Rail. Okay. Yay! Yippee! Okay, cool. I'd rather listen to Star Rail BGM right now. Okay, so honestly, today I'm calling it the account tour, but honestly, we might just end up playing Currency Wars. But chat, here's the thing. Actually, let me go to the databank. If we go to the databank and we scrolly, give me. Oh, did they not show up unless you go? Interesting. Hold on. Hi, chat. Hi. Ooh, I gotta hold on. Oh goodness, I forgot. It's so strange how you do this. Okay, because it does. It quite literally changes. Path of the Destructionioni. Okay, no. That's still the same thing. Wait, why is that? How is that? Was it 2023? Goodness gracious, that was a long time ago. I guess it is 2023. Holy. Why do I think it was 2022? But yeah, okay. So, this is Honkai Star Rail. Welcome to Honkai Star Rail. So chat, you can barely see it on the vertical stream, but the vertical stream, hold on. We can shimmy it over just a teensy bit. But we started playing Honkai Star Rail day 1 back in April of 2023. Right, where the heck was the screen? Like right there. There we go. That's when we started playing Star Rail. Okay. But yes. We started playing back on day 1. Basically night 1. Or whatever. Like at midnight. Whatever it was. Whatever time zone it launched in. We were playing. And we've been playing a long time. So we have a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, it has skewed my perception of a lot of things. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But we've acquired a lot of things over time, and it has unfortunately and fortunately skewed my perception of things that other players have. And it's also accidentally pushing an agenda. But that was not my intention. It was not, okay? It was not. Because I know several people are very, very sad and angry about a very particular thing. To which I was kind of laughing at, because it's very silly to be mad about. But I kind of understand it. So, let me now understand where people are coming from. So, on Honkai Star Rail right now, one of the strongest characters in the game available now to most players is Welt. Welt is a very powerful standard banner character. You can get him on the standard banner, and you can get him by losing a 50-50. But Welt has been in the game now for the entire time, and he's recently been buffed via the Nova Flare system. But because there are so many of us who have been playing since day one, we have gathered multiple copies of him from losing 50-50s, standard banner selectors, various other nonsense we've had. And so, it has skewed our perception of what is available to the average player. For example, I have an E6 Welt. Most people do not have an E6 Welt. That's just true. Most people don't even have an E2 Welt. And I'm like, kind of baffled by that. And then I realized, oh no, so many people started playing this game at like patch 4.0, patch 3.0, patch 3.4, patch 3.7. I don't know what patch people started playing. And I'm like, oh, that's right. This game gets bigger and not everyone was here at launch. It's crazy. It's wild. And I'm like, oh, right. So I'm like, most people don't have all of these things. It's crazy. And I'm like, oh. And that skewed my perception of a lot of people's ability to clear endgame. And I'm like, oh, that's a problem. So, to put people on a basis, I figured we could go over a lot of the things that I have. Which I then have to remind everybody, I am not free to play. Yes, we do the funny haha joke. We do the funny haha joke, right? Chat, get over here. Chat. I don't have a vertical zoom, but, you know, put your faux head to the screen, but don't actually, because that's bad for your eyes. I have a day job. I have other things that I choose to use my money on, and I budget very well. I work in finances. So I do the budget good. I do the budget a good. So, think about that. No, chat, I am not streaming only to YouTube. I stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And in fact, I'm streaming to YouTube twice. I am streaming to YouTube twice. Vertically and horizontally. As well as Twitch. In fact, my Twitch ads are probably about to run. But yes, stuff like that, it's skewed my perception, and so I do have to remind myself every so often that tee haha, we gotta chill, right? That's what I was just going over, chat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I have to remind everybody. I've been playing the game since launch, and no, I am not free to play. I'm sorry. Why won't this refresh? Oh, jeez. Refresh the source, you clown, please. Oh, man. Properties. Refresh. There we go. Yay! Wow, I did it! Yippee! Okay, there we go. But yes, chat. This is kind of the main talking point, because I know a lot of people are very, very, you know, I didn't understand it at first, and then I realized just how big HSR has gotten, and then I realized, oh, right. so many people have not been playing since launch. True. Real and true. Because I've understand now that if we were to go to various websites that contain clears for the game, they are starting to feature a lot of E4 weld, and it's become kind of standard for a lot of people. But I think a lot of people are looking at it and are like getting very angry, and they don't need to, right? They're getting kind of unreasonably angry. Let's see. What the heck is the... Why do I not remember this? There we go. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna go to the new Pure Fiction on the herda.com, the Genius Archive. People submitting things like 0 cycles, 2 cycles. But, okay. I understand the main point issue for a lot of people is not having access to some of these characters. But you have to think, the people that are uploading showcases and builds like this, they're meant to show you like ideal scenarios. Like Welt isn't going anywhere. You can acquire Welt over time. Like he's here. Like no one's losing. You're not losing access to him ever. And that's kind of the main thing I don't understand why people get so mad at it. But at the same time, I'm realizing that it's coming from a point of I want to be able to use the character now. And I understand. I get that now. And I'm like, oh, I understand. So that's what the weird thing is, because it's all future based. It's all people playing Honkai Future Rail. And a lot of people I don't think have an understanding of the game well enough to actually play Honkai Future Rail. Quite frankly. And I'm sorry if that sounds like rude or egotistical, but I don't think a lot of people have a full understanding or grasp of the game where where that's relevant for a lot of people. So, point being, Himeko Nova coming out in what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks? It's 3 weeks, right? A little over 2 weeks. More or less. A little over 2. Actually, it's probably closer to 3 weeks. 3 weeks from the last half, I guess, which was on Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah. That's the ticket. And so Himeko Nova is said to work with characters that are what's the word for it? Passengers. Passengers aboard the Astral Express, which is functionally just the main cast. Right? Like I keep repeating myself, but like here's the thing. That's what I don't understand why people are angry about. Like, people are angry that she works well with a cast of characters that is, like, unbelievably accessible. And I understand it may not be, like, right now, right? But that's like saying this character is not going to work with various forms of these characters who get new forms regularly. We have 3 forms of Dan Heng. And one of them was given, actually 2 of them were given to us functionally for free. Like, yes, 4-star Dan Heng's kind of buns. But DHPT is one of the best preservation characters in the entire game. And by one of the best preservation characters, he is the best preservation character in the entire game right now. And he is one of the best sustain units in the entire game. True. True and true. And we get these characters regularly. Now, are you specifically looking at E4 Welt and thinking, wow, that guy's really good? Because he is. He's unbelievably good. He is so good for contributing to high-end clears. And that's what people are looking to do. People are looking to do high-end clears, and they can't. But that's not where they're at. That's just not where their accounts are. So people don't have the ability to do that. Right, chat? So, like, here's the thing. Let's go to the wall. Let's go to the wall. Here is the collection accomplishment wall, basically. This is the endgame wall. This is the result of endgame, right? I have 0 cycled the last 3 anomaly arbitrations. I have 40k'd pure fiction, or like 40 triple 40k, so 1200 or whatever it is. And then I have cleared Apoc Shadow with 3 stars on all 3 Starwood mode nodes, because that's where my account is. And most people are looking at this like, I want to be able to use these characters, and I thought that's kind of where they were pushing. And some people are, don't get me wrong, some of them are pushing for crazy endgame clears and their accounts just aren't there yet. But some are just simply looking at it to be able to do a clear. And if that's kind of the baseline, I can then understand why people are very upset that people are looking at using these standard banner characters that they just don't have yet. And that's what I can understand being mad at. But that's unfortunately not going to be understood by a lot of people. That, like, people aren't doing it necessarily to make them mad. It's that a lot of the people who do showcases have been doing showcases and doing all of these things since the beginning of the game. Right? And so, you have people who have been playing this game and their account, and they're doing showcases on their accounts, right? They didn't just start fresh accounts to do showcases. That'd be silly. Like, their showcases are on these accounts that have these characters. And with the inability to disable Eidolons, we can't just do that without starting brand new accounts, and then we just straight up don't have anything, right? And then none of us have anything, which means a showcase doesn't exist, right? Like, showcases assume a baseline of, like, playing the game and acquiring a number of characters, and should there be more variations between them? I think so. But I don't think including characters like the main character of the game, who is objectively good, and then a standard banner character, and then the featured new banner character, is truthfully that bad. Now, I'm going to say that, and I'm going to go look through the website to make sure I'm not talking out my ass to see if someone's included just utter, like, insanity. Right? Actually, we should probably also go to YouTube. YouTube! Wow! What do you mean YouTube ran out of memory? That's crazy. Stop it. Oh, my goofy browsers. Let's see. Oh, hang on. No, YouTube, stop showing me VTuber clips that I want to watch right now. No. No. Okay. Oh, I can spell, I swear. Make a note. Let's see. I don't want... Here we go. No, I don't want to hear the... Am I gonna have to go to Reddit to find this? Ew. Hi, chat. Hi, Cuphead. Thank you. Hello, chatters. I appreciate you. My apologies. We're trying to find the thing that's been making people very angry. I'm sorry. I don't have as many screens as I need. I need a third monitor. I need a third monitor, chat. The new screen real estate with all the various chats now streaming to multiple platforms, as well as vertically, has not taken any less of my screen, and in fact, it's kind of made things a little goofy. So I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, where's Honkai? Where is the Honkai Rail the Stars? Which of these is the official Honkai Star Rail Reddit? One of these is the official one, one of them's the other one. One of them is not the official one. One of them was the one made before they made an official one. Or the preemptive one. Hi, chat. Hello. Welcome on in. Shout out the vertical stream. Appreciate y'all hanging out there. I honestly wasn't sure it was worth it, but then, you know, so many people jumped in and say hi. And I'm like, wow, crazy. How cool. Wow. Alright, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. I go open it after stream, and then all of a sudden I find tons of people whining and complaining. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't help me. I can't help you, and then that doesn't help me. So. Now, point being, chat, here's the thing. When patch 4.4 comes out, and I pull for Himiko Nova, to which I'm going to tell you now, I am likely going to be pulling for E2 S1. Likely. With the intention. With that in mind. Chat, I intend to run her with my Welt, and I intend to run her with my Trailblazer. And then probably Don Hung or somebody. And that version of that team is going to be not something other players are going to do. Right? My version of that team is going to look very different to most people. Or if I want to, I could get saucy and we can run E2 Blade. Because that's the point I have. Right? That's my account. And so I can't, that's why I don't really explicitly do showcases. Because in my head, right, showcases should be kind of a smaller baseline. But I can't deactivate Eidolons. I can't. That's just, unfortunately, the fact of the game. Right? Because we can't turn off Eidolons. E2 Blade's gonna dog walk a lot of things. And that's going to be a lot for a lot of people. And that's just not where a lot of people are. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's where mine is. I've been playing this game for a long time. And my Welt is E6. Like, I've lost 50-50s. What can I say? And I've lost a lot of 50-50s, actually. Actually, also to the chat, I put my hands up. I put one hand up. One of these is one of my golden companion spirits. So Welt did have one of my golden companion spirits, okay? So there's that too. That would have contributed to someone's E2. Let me put it that way, though. That is true. And so that's just where a lot of people are. And I know it makes people mad, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to, in my head, I can't process being mad at someone showcasing stuff. But I'm like, in my head, I'm also, if I was a showcase creator, I would try to be at the lowest possible baseline. To which we'd say the lowest possible baseline is what you are showcasing, the brand new limited character you are showcasing, hypothetically their best possible teammate if they have a newer version of let's say the newest showcase character was Firefly, right? And you're showcasing Firefly, right? And then you got to showcase her with the Dahlia, right? I would say the next probable things for this team that you should probably consider for a showcase video versus what the best of all possible worlds looks like is Dahlia, Firefly, HMC, and then literally just any available free unit at low investment. Because, like, those three alone probably make showcasing the character more accessible to a lot of people, even if it doesn't make any sense. Right? And in this case, it would theoretically be Gallagher. Right? In that hypothetical example at which you're showcasing Firefly. But I don't know. I don't understand why people get so up in arms about it, but it's just they're looking for something that just doesn't exist, and they're a lot of people are also just mad before the character is even out. I'm like, just wait. It's not worth it. It's literally not worth it. It's literally not worth it. It's very strange to me, and I'll never be able to process that so entirely. So that's where we are. Chat, I think what we do today is we show you my endgame clears, and then probably play some currency wars. Because, like, a full account review is probably something better to do offline. Right? If we were account reviewing like another player or creator, like that's more something to do live. But I didn't ask you to review anyone's account. So if people want me to review their accounts, that I can do. But what was that? Where were we going? Oh, we were going to Pure Fiction.
Time for a break. Silent. If you like to hear a story, just come and find me anytime.
And so this is Pure Fiction, right? Okay. So, chat. The way we had this, we did do all of these clears. We did these clears on stream. But if I show you now the Node 3, you're going to say, wow, you need that. I'm like, no, you do not. The answer is no. And so here's what happened, chat. I had said on Monday that I would be pulling on the 4.3 or 4.3 back half banners. I would be pulling on Sirene and Fine and E2. I would be pulling for Fine and E2, and I would be pulling on the Lightcone banners for Dance Dance Dance. Because I, unfortunately, only had 8 copies of Dance Dance Dance. So, we were very behind in the dancing department. And so I set some things aside. I set polls aside to pull for Dance Dance Dance. And I was successful at pulling for Dance Dance Dance. We now have... Oh goodness, where are they? Oh. We now have 5, 10, 15, 17 copies of Dance Dance Dance. Which is fantastic, because at minimum, I wanted 15. At minimum, I wanted 15, so I don't have to... Like, I only have to ping pong one of these now. I don't have to ping pong, like, 2. Which is great. But, in doing so, I got pretty lucky and unlucky. Let me see. I need to take this image and then crop it. Oh, funnily enough, I did close my Photoshop, but leaving it open would have actually been pretty helpful. Wow. Mr. Streamer, wow. Okay. Let me just put this you know what? I will just put this in downloads. Otherwise I'll never find it again. So I got pretty lucky and unlucky on the banner. Ideally, right, my intention on pulling on the banner was that, hey, if I pull on the Cyrene Light Cone banner, one, I'm getting my copies of Dance Dance Dance, and then I'm also getting a potential upgrade for my Remembrance MC. And I'm like, oh, perfect, fantastic, lovely, we love to see it. And so, I did that. I had set aside multiple pulls, and multiple thin pulls, and I believe it was about 120 plus the rebate, which would be like another 20. Excuse me. Plus the rebate, which would be about 20 more pulls, I believe, from what we got. And that leads me to the other thing. Which there we go. I was like, where did this go? My bad, Chad. This is what I get for trying to set myself up, but knowing I can't do it that fast. There we go. While doing my setups for everything and going for DDD, got a double on the Light Cone banner of all things. And I'm like, oh, okay. And not only, chat, did I end up getting a double, oh, hold on. I forgot the vertical stream can't see that. Hold on. Chat, my bad. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Boom. I got a double. Wow. Mr. Streamer, he got a double. Wow. I know I would have recorded, but apparently I was half asleep. And I genuinely thought I was. But, I was not. But I got a double. But on my way to this point, right, I had gotten one copy, or I lost the 75-25, because I always do, into a Bronya Light Cone. And then two 10 pulls after that was a separate Cyrene Cone instance, and then 30 pulls after that was a second Cyrene win. So I now have, in total, 5 copies of Cyrene's Light Cone, because I initially got it on her release. And so now, anything that has my Cyrene has technically an S4 Light Cone. And that is just now entirely unrealistic for most people. Because the way I normally looked at most of my teams is that some person could hypothetically, if they had picked a specific archetype, would have at least one of my teams. But that is not true anymore. At least not for this. At least not for Cyrene, apparently. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it makes that huge of a difference. Because my investments in the other DPS are kind of bad. I'm gonna be so real. Like, Finan is E2, and that's like maybe the only thing helping him. My Mighty is E0. E0 S1. And so, like, that version of him is, like, normal. That version of him is normal. But now, my Cyrene is, pretty good. She is pretty good. She now sits at 202 speed, without activating, without activating Emphorius. And so now she's actually gonna crit be, you know, more often than once in a once in an Emphorian 33 million cycles. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my view of where I don't understand the outright anger for people that are new to the game. Because, like, I understand that people are looking to see what they can do with their account, but to an extent, you should not be expecting to be able to do a lot of things like that. Because honestly, a lot of people that are complaining are people that are, like, not even fully built characters. Right? I'm like, that's not where people are. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, chat, we're gonna play some Currency Wars. Cause like I don't like being a bummer about it, but like that's kind of where people are, and I understand that makes people mad. But I'm like, what am I supposed to tell you? Like, I can tell you that the low investment can clear because it can, right? That I can do. I can tell you that all day. But I do have to tell you that your builds will matter significantly more. And not only does it matter more, not only does that matter more, I would argue, when, obviously, if you are low investment, interesting. If you are low investment, chat, your knowledge of the game will demand to be a little higher. The game's going to ask a little more of you to understand and be able to play the game beyond just click auto battle or endgame. If you want to clear. And that's just it. And I know that's not a lot of people. I know a lot of people just click auto. I know that's just how people play. And they're well within their right to do that. But a lot of them just kind of get mad and say that, you know, when someone tells them, hey, that, you know, the auto battle's not the greatest, but, like, it works pretty well, they leave it at that. But, like, I really want to encourage people to actually, like, play and understand their characters. Because a lot of people just don't understand what so many of the characters they have on their accounts even do. And I'm like, how? You pulled for the character, no? Happy. The baby mode. The joy of growth. It's not a bad one, actually. Also, chat, if you didn't miss it, because I tend to click through this pretty fast. I clicked into, Monarch of Capital level 1 because it's funnier to me to play on a lower level. We've hit Wealth Creator 40 and we've done multiple Wealth Creator 40 runs before, and I'm just like, let's just do Let's just do low end clears because we can do whatever we want. We can pick whatever character we want and kind of just make it work. I'm looking for Boot Hail. Not gonna lie, Chad, I'm kind of looking for Boot Hail. I mean, I can take Sparkle in the meantime. True, true. Just to activate the Planet of Festivities for, what's her face? Dahlia. But yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to understand the community sentiment on the whole thing, and I don't get it, because a lot of people are, you know, angry to be angry, right? Because, you know, it's social media. However, there are some things that are, you know, valid issues. And so it feels bad to just kind of, in a sense, disregard a chunk of them just because, well, there are other people that are just being weird about it, right? So I feel like at least having some kind of comment on the fact is ideal, especially as someone who does play this game very regularly on stream. And for content, I think it matters a lot. I don't know why I've just been hesitating clicking the alt button. I'm just don't think it's necessary. But yeah. That's just kind of where my vibe is. And I'm like, you know, people get really mad about it. And I get it. But at the same time, there are sections of it that are just like, but how? How can you be mad about this? This It's like people are mad about it, and like like Bestie, you barely play the game. It's crazy. A lot of tourists in HSR. Lots of tourists. Which I get it. It's a gacha game. A lot of people are going to be tourists. That's just kind of how it is. I know the world loves the word LARPer, but there are a lot of LARPers. I actually made a video about that already. It's a short. I made a short on that already. Lots of LARPers in Pokemon too. Even though I don't like the word LARPing for it. It just doesn't work as well. I think a tourist is more fitting, because that's kind of what most people are for a lot of games. They're like window shopping. They be window shopping. Did I don't even know if I put my Himiko back onto the right relic set before. She might be on her hybrid crit build. I should look. Hold on. Can I see? Shoot. Oops. Oopsie. Yeah, oopsie. I forgot to put her back on her break build. Whoopsie. Whoops, doodles. I might have gotten a little silly and forgot to change that back. I was doing for funny pure fiction runs. I was doing for funnies. To which Himiko did clear because, well, I have very strong supports. And my Himiko is E4 or whatever she is. Because again, I've been playing this game a lot. Ooh. Which of these? Probably knife. Let's get this. Do you even want Firestorm Surge? Do we want Firestorm Surge or do we want... well, I mean, we're looking for Boot Hill. We're looking for Boot Hill. Maybe we just want boots. True. Yeah. Rappa, you're just gonna hold our Boot Hill equipment until, well, Boot Hill. Until there's a Boot Hill. Yeah. I was like, why is she not doing that much? And I'm like, oh. The answer is she is, but she's doing a lot of something different. Which would explain a lot more. Oh, Daisuke, bro, you owe me ice cream. Okay? You owe me ice cream. I've had chicken tendies on stream multiple times with yous. You owe me ice cream. You know what? That's it. Chat, tomorrow I'm going to buy ice cream before stream. True. I don't own nuggies! Like a civilized individual, we buy chicken tendies because that is civilized. You don't eat a crow, brother. We've been over this. If you eat a crow, you'll get sick. Chat. Chat, where's our Boot Hill? Chat, where is our Boot Hill? Where is he? Wow, I'm actually shocked that did that much still. That's literally not even true, Daisuke. That's mean. Why would you say that? It's also not even true. There are literally 3 streams going, and YouTube has at least 2 people. So, rude. Chat, this is Twitch erasing YouTube. This is Twitch YouTube erasure. Chat, get him. Whoa, why are we dropping frames? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Why are we dropping frames? No, I'm not getting you matcha ice cream. I'm getting myself ice cream because you just came in and bought ice cream. That's crazy. And you said YouTube was erased. YouTube's not real. What the hell was that? Yeah, that was weird. Okay. It's fine now. That was weird. Don't be mean to YouTube, Daisuke. For all I know, you're a bot. True? True. I mean, bots would come back talking about the same thing over and over again. True. Ooh, Emblem Codex. Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen a fast food ordering menu? Them's are bots. True. Ooh. Ooh, so many options. Do I want the wealth gem? Is the wealth gem kind of greedy? It's a little greedy, but it's alright. I mean, when you show up in chat and list every flavor you've ever heard of, I mean, it kind of sounds like it. No. Vetoed. You're not allowed. Do I even need to put Linkshot on the board? I don't even think I do. I'm mean. But I'm the streamer. I'm meant to be mean. True? True. And see, you're the first one to pull a weapon. That's crazy. Turn on my unhinged button. Goofy. Absolutely goofy. Hi, Topside. Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. My hairline, my brother in Christ, my hair is perfect. I have Asian genetics. My hairline is gorgeous. Thank you very much. I am not your streamer with a forehead. IRL or on the models. My hairline is impeccable. Wow. These are terrible. I don't want any of these. But here we are. My mom's words. He hasn't talked. What are we talking about here? Hello? I just have eyes, Daisuke. For heaven forbid a fellow look at my own hairline in the mirror. You know what, Daisuke? Measure your hairline right now. I guess we can put Ron May there. It don't matter. But yes, chat, we're here. Wow. We are somehow still boot hillless. That's crazy. I guess I should just be pumping this, huh? That's fine. But yeah, we were talking very briefly earlier about a lot of people on social media playing Honkai Future Rail, and how people are very mad about changes that aren't even in the game yet. And then also people doing showcases about, like, E4 Welt. E4 Welt's a very interesting talking point, especially as someone who is a day one player. Okay, well, even if I was a chicken, then, I wouldn't have a hairline. Chickens have feathers, you clown. There's no hair. It's feathers. Come on, Daisuke. You're losing your own arguments. Able to full clear AP Shadow Star Wars. Let's go! Hey! Proud of you. Let's go. Heck yeah. That's what we're talking about. I have 3. Well, I guess technically there's more. There's also the Microsoft Paint version, but he's decommissioned. We decommissioned Mr. Microsoft Paint, Mr. Budget Cuts. Mr. Budget Cuts probably don't got a hairline, actually. Let's be so real. No, it's not Harley Quinn. Those are the voices in my head. That's very different. Those are the voices. Don't get those confused. That'll throw you off completely. Don't get those confused. Yeah. I at first didn't fully understand why people were mad. And I'm like, I realize it now because the intention for a lot of those people watching those was the intention was that's what they wanted to just appear on their account. And I'm like, oh, right. But like, at that point, showcases are meant to be something kind of different, right? And that's what I didn't understand. But that's how people were viewing a lot of these showcases. And I'm like, from that angle, I do understand. But in my opinion, a showcase is kind of a baseline of what your account can do after, you know, having it for a while. I forgot just how many new people Star Rail gets. And I'm like, I realized that. And I'm like, oh, I understand now. And so that made more sense. Because at first I was very confused. I'm like, why are people so mad? Because from that angle, right, it's people now understand. I now understand why the people were mad. And then in that case, you got to find someone else who did do better, like, a coverage of this. And I'm like, that's why I don't want people playing Honkai Future Rail. Because a lot of people then don't have the understanding to be like, okay, what can you do instead of that? Or what can you do with lower investment? Because, like, if Star Rail was able to... If we could toggle Eidolons, we'd be having very different conversations. But because we can't do that, that's where things get a little crusty. E5 now? Oh no. Wait, why do you still have Japard in your... Please tell me you don't have Japard still in your Celestial Invitation. Please tell me that's not the case. There he is. There's Boot Hill. There he is. Yeah. And I get that now. Yeah. I get that now. That's what I understand now. Is that people now see just how much having some of the baselines that, or the quote new era baselines, I guess, because it's not even a baseline. Yeah. Well, okay, so well, you want to know why? Hold on. We'll come back to Currency Wars in a moment. Here's why, chat. This is why. Well, I guess for my... obviously, remember... Topside, remember... one, I'm a day one player, and two, I am not free to play. This is why. This is why. That's why. Actually, you know what? Who is in your Celestial Invitation? Explain. Yeah, you know what? Give me your entire Celestial Invitation. Explain. Because if so, I think I can understand the I think I can understand your intention of progress on that level, which makes sense. Because if that's what you're saying, if all of your 50-50 losses went to like 2 people, like Japard and whoever else, or just Japard, then I would then understand it. Yes. E2 Bronya, E0 Welt, Zeta, E2 Blade, OG Wolfie, Yunli. Hard, Bronya, Welt, Sela, Blade. Okay. Hard, Bronya, Welt, Blade, Wolfie. I'm not putting Yanjing there. True. Honestly, if all of my 50-50 losses from the very first like 2 years of playing the game didn't go to exactly Yanjing for a hot minute, he would not be here. But because that's where they were, and that's why he's here. And one of the Eidolons on Welt is from a Golden Companion Spirit, so before anyone shoots me on that front, I didn't lose that many 50-50s. I did lose a lot of 50-50s, I just not to Welt. Just not all of them to Welt. And then we did lose multiple to Welt, so oops. Whoopsie. So yeah, from that angle, I then do understand. I personally don't think I'd have Yunli on there. Actually, yeah, I don't think I'd have Yunli on there. But I can understand not putting Yanqing on there. True. I'd have Himiko on that slot. Honestly, Fushuan's not even bad either. So from that angle, for that, it would be Fushuan or Himiko, whichever you'd get more personal use out of. If I remember correctly, you started more recently, correct? If I remember. You started somewhat recently. Somewhat recently in the grand scheme of things. I also don't have Yunli. And I intend to keep it that way. Yeah, okay. You started in like the 3.x, so you have DHBT Hyacinth. Okay. Yeah, even more reason I'd have Himiko on that, to be honest. Oh. In case you missed it, so well, you would have missed it because you weren't here yet. I did do my polls on Wednesday for DDD. True. Real and true. So I am now the proud owner of a 17 DDD. December 2024. Oh, that's like... Oh. Yeah. That's solid. True. But, so, in polling for the DDDs, chat, guess who lost another 50-50 to a 75-25 to a Bronyo Lycone? This guy. But then guess who, chat? 20 polls after that got a Cyrene Lycone. And then 20 polls after that got another Cyrene Lycone. And then with the rebate of, polls, guess who pulled a double? If you guessed me, you would be correct. I pulled a double in the first time in, like, many a patch. Wow! Wow! And then a Gallagher. Wow! My 10 billion Gallagher. True. Wow! A double. Wow! Mr. Streamer. Wow! Yeah, I was just pulling for DDD. And I pulled a double. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I had originally gotten Cyrene Sig on her banner. Like someone who was pulling for E2S1 Cyrene. So. Well, now we have an S4 one just to be funny. But hey, funnily enough, it does actually make an impact. You want to know why it makes an impact? Aside from obviously the numbers just being better. It now means she hits 200 speed outside of battle. She was at like 196 at like S1. Or she was like 193. And so now she hits it outside of activating the Amphorius planar. So I can now do whatever I want, really. Yes. Yeah, so I settled for 17 copies of DDD. I'm willing to ping pong 1 copy of DDD. I am willing to ping pong 1 copy. That I am willing to do. I don't even know who the other... I guess it'd be Sparkle. On my account, it'd probably be Sparkle. Ooh. Wow. God, Boot Hill's good. Oh, that's not... Huh. I mean, double drill? We have the +8 one, so it's like... There we go. I guess I can put Linkshaw on the board. It's not like Lingshaw's terrible. It's not like Lingshaw's terrible. Alright, but chat, kind of done with being the Omega Bummer, right? Talking about the... Okay, we can still talk about, you know, the differences, especially for showcases. But I'd rather talk about the fun speculatives, like future potential Nova flares. I think that's more fun. Mr. Potential Future Man, I agree. True. Chat, do you think they're actually going to do the... Are they actually going to go back now and give JQ his healing? Is that real? Is that what we're doing now? Is that something I want to believe? Because I feel like that's very much so now back on the table. Who do I have for future Novas? Well, you know who I have. Number 1 slot is Topaz. Number 1 for future Novas is Topaz. With a more than likely follow-up attack Resurgence, Nova Flaring Topaz, who is in the shop available to players, makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I'm just saying. The other one it is maybe a bit of a sidebar and maybe unexpected from me, but also not really, is Argenti. I genuinely think Argenti needs help, and I genuinely think they might give it to him. It just might not be, like, soon. Unless they intend to put him in the story again. Which he could, because he just, you know, gallivants off into space. He could do whatever he wants and show up whenever. Right? So. I think that's very possible. I think it's quite possible. That's what I really do. I really hope that's how they see it. I hope they see JQ now and see that giving him healing is far from making him a broken character. Because his numbers are so just terrible. I just hope that's what they do with him. Because he does not have enough of a niche to say put him with, like, I didn't mean to... I thought I was on the other. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I wonder if that's true. I know what you're getting at, right? I wonder if that's actually true nowadays. Are that many people who played at the time of Honkai Star Rail winning the Mobile Game of the Year award in 2023? Was that 2023 or 2024? Either way, I think it was 2023. I wonder how many of those people are still playing the game. How many of those people are still actively playing the game? Because that I'm very curious about. Because I know a lot of people. Because obviously because he was free, he didn't get pulled for. And then the last time he had a rerun was God knows how long ago, and probably still didn't people pull for him. Because Fei Xiao, I believe, was out at that point. Or it was coming out. Or Acheron. Ooh, procurement. Ooh, I am a fan of procurement. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, well, time to hoard money again. Anax's initial banner was ratio. Oh, yeah, no, that cooked him. People did not pull for ratio, huh? Oh dear. In fact, you know what? I can only think of one person who actually has a... I don't even know if they use it anymore. I was gonna say, I can think of someone who has a very strong built ratio, and that is the voice actor for Aventurine Camden. But I literally don't even know who he uses because I haven't been able to watch a stream in a while. I really have no idea. So I know he does. I know he has a very strong Aventurine. Strong Aventurine and ratio. But I can't think of anybody else. I legitimately have not been able to tell you the last time I saw a ratio. And I have ratio. And I have ratio, and I built ratio. I think my ratio build's kind of meh, but I have him. And I ran that team for a hot minute. But that was so long ago at this point. Because when Fei Xiao came out, man goodness. But yeah, if ratio was on an Axis rerun banner, that's just buns. Actually, you know what? That's not the prediction I said I was going to talk about, but ratio getting put in the 50-50 loss pool is seeming like a possibility. I could see them doing that. I genuinely could see them doing that. I could really see them doing that. I think that would be pretty good, too. To be honest, I think that would be pretty okay. Oh, would I prefer ratio in the 50-50 loss pool or the golden companionship? Yeah, the 50-50 loss pool. Exactly, right? He was already free. Although that's gonna ruin people's perception of the word cost again, but that's fine. People never had a good concept of what cost meant anyway. Yon Lee, I don't want Yon Lee. Dang it. My beloved. My emotional support Topaz. My emotional support Topaz. True. You know the other thing I want them to do? And this is not, this is outside of Nova Flares and everything. I need them to have the Celestial Invitation for the Light Cone banner. I saw posts about it, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, is that necessary? It's like, no, it's not necessary, but it would be very welcomed. I think that would be very welcomed. For the characters that are in the Celestial Invitation to also have their Light Cones have a Celestial Invitation, I think that would make a lot of sense. Are a lot of the characters in there okay without their Light Cones? Yes. Like, there are other alternatives to a lot of those characters. So, I think that would have been okay. A 4-cost find-in team? It is not worth it. They do not understand what cost means. People do not understand what cost means. Yeah, they say 4 costs, and the team has an E1 Sparkle. E2 S1 find it. Yeah, true. That's what they'd say. Golly days, Boot Hill. I'm glad Boot Hill's very strong here. My Boot Hill's not super great outside of this. My Boot Hill's not bad or anything, but yeah. They kept saying the 4 cost gave me higher. Okay. So here's what I will say about that. And I actually do understand where you're coming from, and I do like your interpretation of that. I do. Let me hold on. Can I? Okay, not yet. We'll finish this and we'll do it in between rounds. There is, I think, the understanding of what cost is, and there's the understanding of what, like, true cost is. And your understanding is, you know, cost of insert character team here, right? And that is a completely fair interpretation of that. And I think that's actually makes sense, right? Because from a, you know, a player-based perspective, you look at it like, oh, I pulled this character either by winning a 50-50 or losing a 50-50, right? Or I just have this character. What can I do with them? And that then makes sense, right? From that sense of progression. Correct, yes. Without a find-in team, you do not have... you have no find-in team, yes. And at that angle, I do understand where you're coming from. But I think a lot of people's now current... or what I hope people's current interpretation of cost is true cost, which I will talk about more specifically with an example when we get out of this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. He's not going to get his toughness bar back. Fine, I'll do it on that guy. Damn. That's what I get for not being the Boot Hill guy. I just like Boot Hill. I'm not the Boot Hill guy, though. Sorry, chat. I am not the Boot Hill guy. I like Boot Hill, but... he is not my hunt character of choice, if that makes sense. Okay. Why is he still... Boot Hill? Get him. How is he still up? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Ashvale, do something. Hi. Crazy. Okay. Wow, Boot Hill. Okay. Here we are. Okay, chat, we're back. So. I'm going to present to you a definition of cost. And when I say this, it is quote unquote true cost. Okay? I want you to tell me what the value of this team is. Okay? Cost referring to any hold on. Correct. That's what I'm gonna go for, right? That's what I understand. So, cost by most, the bare minimum definition is a 5-star unit in this game. That is the cost. So if you have E0, S0, let's say, this right here, my Danhong, individually is 2 cost. Because he is himself and his light cone. Okay? My Firefly team, chat, by the basic definition of cost, what is the cost of my Firefly team? My Firefly is S1, E2. My Dahlia is E1, S1. My Fugue is S1, E2. And my Ronmei is E1, S1. Honestly, that could be anything. But that is the... by the basic definition of cost. Yes. $14 true cost. Yes. Now, here's what I will say about the whole, the process that that you were saying. I agree with you. You do not have a such and such team at full cost, right? That's just not how that works. And that is correct to say. And I think that's what people get confused. That's another thing people get confused. Not only did people fuck up in understanding cost by saying, oh, this character was free for a long time, that's 0 cost. No. Wrong. Wrong. Now, however, from a perspective of creating content and the video on it, and looking at a, quote, insert character name here, team, I actually do think it makes more sense to remove 1 cost from that explanation. Because from the process of someone looking at the cost of said team, they are going, in theory, from a sense of, I intend to have this character. Wham bam shazam. That is not where you start. Right? You start at, I'm going to have this character, or I have this character. What do I do? And I think knocking off a cost, I think, is actually valuable. Because to someone from a place of not having the character, they look at that and think that could be 80 pulls. Right? And so, from the angle that a character is either A, you have them, or B, you intend to pull for them regardless, I don't think it's that bad to not have, or to like not fully include an additional for the baseline of the team. Right? Now the problem with that is when you have the same example for Firefly, right? If someone said, this is a Firefly team showcase, right? And this is the total cost, and we said 12, that would be so unbelievably disingenuous, right? But from what I'm saying in this example, to say 12 cost is that the demand for Firefly to be run is with the Dahlia. And at that point, knocking off a cost isn't, like, genuine. Right? Now, if you want to say, like, oh, it's Firefly Dahlia, and then you could be like, sure. Right? And from that angle, I can understand it, but I think that's disingenuous. Now, from the angle of a singular character and a team built around them, yeah. Knocking off a cost, I think, makes sense. Out of curiosity, would you name the creator? I'd be very curious. Because I feel like I feel like I only know like one. I only know like two creators that talk about cost. I feel like I only know two that talk about cost on a regular basis. Ooh. No batteries, bruh. I'd be very curious because I really don't feel like I know a lot of HSR creators that talk about costs. Oh, really? A long time ago? Okay. That's fair. I feel like cost is much so a very newer discussion to a lot of people. But I can understand. Alright, let me get to 9. So I can have my slots back, thanks. Wow, a battery finally. Ooh, privilege drill. Don't mind if I do. Oh, good heavens. Okay, give me this. Give me this, and give me this. Oh, is that a Cthulhu? Oh, you know what? That sounds true. That sounds like a Cthulhu video. Bro. That do sound like a Cthulhu video. That sounds right, actually. That do sound like a Cthulhu video. Because I genuinely think that it confuses so many people. And I'm like, it's all... it confuses so many people, and it's also just window shoppers. It's literally window shoppers, I swear. It's literal window shoppers. People be window shopping. Let's go Sparkle. Ah, dang. Okay. Ooh. Well, you know what? Hold on. What's my tracking at? Count 4. Well. There's Whale. We could take Whale. We could. That's not who we're looking for. I mean, we could take Firefly. She is the break DPS knight. She is. She is the break DPS, but I think Boot Hill's fairly funny. Oh my god, it's Branya! Oh my god. Woo! Well, don't mind if I do. I'll take my Topaz. I will take Topaz. Don't mind me. Oh, and there's my Himiko. Another one. Alright, you know what? Here. We'll take the Fireflies, and we'll see how far we get, okay? Tuto. Oh my. The Cienjo. Will we get to our Boot Hills? Maybe. Am I greeting a different character? Yes. Ooh. I'll take an Acheron just because it's funny. Even though I have literally 0 space. Oh, I guess I technically have space. Oh, but let's be honest though, it's not happening. You know what? We're gonna sell Fireflies. Oh man. Should I be going for Boot Hills? Yes. Is it funnier for me to not go for Boot Hill? Yes. Ooh? Wait? We just need one more. No, sad. Well, my emotional support topazes. Not the. That's messed up. Ooh. Okay, here we go. My topaz is going to do an absolute metric ton of damage. Yep. Yeah, that would do it. That's so messed up though. Not the no genuine. Oh, what a bummer. We are not getting pocket trick shot stacks. I'll just tell you that right now. We're just not gonna get our pocket trick shot. Oh well. It doesn't matter. He's just gonna, yeah, he's just gonna die. He's just gonna die. The others are so strong. Oh goodness. I mean, this is like Monarch of Capital or something, and this is a whatever. Yeah. Oh good heavens. But he did do a lot of damage. W Boot Hill. It's a fun team. I like the break team. I do. But yeah. That's my thought on cost. The cost system's kind of goofy. And I understand why people are like up in arms about it, especially with the rise of the rise of E4 Wild. How many cycles did that clear? 3 cycles, wow. Is that 3 cycles 40k, I assume? Ooh. Hold on, actually, let me see this. I want to see. Let me see. So yeah, someone... I guess it's probably what I... Oh, I wish I could see the video. Tianjo emblems. Let's go! Go for that 10. Go for the 10. Why can't I see the run? Letting me. It won't let me. I'm trying to look at the Genius archive and it just will not actually show me the runs. Sad. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with people playing Honkai Future Rail. I just don't think it helps people. I really don't. It does not help people a lot. I don't like I don't know. I don't know how to say it, man. I can understand that cost at like a glance works, but I don't. It just doesn't seem real. If that makes sense. Simply does not seem real.
Merely another soul among the dead. Fight to the death.
Is it coming?
This is Honkai Star Rail, chat. Honkai Star Rail.
Fight to the death. Tempered 1,000 times.
The future is bright. Have some sunshine.
No need.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I miss this world. I offer my blood to beasts slaughter each other. Eye for an eye.
I do not know the minimum requirements, but Honkai Star Rail is available on mobile devices, tablets. So I don't actually imagine it actually takes that much to run. But I do not know the exact minimum requirements.
Fight to the death. Gut says you're shady. Blade eternal.
We're lost.
But odds are, if you're watching the mobile stream and you have a relatively new mobile device, it probably runs it. Put it that way.
Bury you. Retake hold.
Yeah, let me see if I have the exact specs. My exact specs. Oh god, I bought this computer, and then I went over the specs with the the Micro Center guys, and I'm like, oh god, because we were going over it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm at the point where we were screwed if I didn't get it at that point. So I'm like, I just need something above these minimums, because I'm like, we're pushing our computers. So I'm like, okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, chat, hold on. Let me go over here real quick. Hi. Sorry, chat, real quick. Let me run my... Where are my stats? Where's all my information? Because I had it in a section, and I was like, where did it go? There we go. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Sorry, my bad, chat. Okay. So I have a 2 terabyte storage, an AMD Ryzen 7 64 gigs of RAM. My god, my brain cells are cooked. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, chat. I have a 5080. I have a 5080, and it's obviously Windows. And then I have, external storages and other nonsense. But yeah, I have a 5080 and it's AMD Ryzen 7. Like always for gore. Yeah, yeah, it is a game designed for mobile devices, so of course a 5080 runs it very well. Yeah. Yeah, so of course a 5080 is gonna make it work. Right? Yes, topside. If you don't understand computer parts, yes. Big number is typically better because it's newer, more than likely. So the other thing to mention is if you occasionally see a screen tear, because I have had screen tears before. I have 2 PCs, and so that is the specs I described to you is running the video game, but the the specs of the computer that is running the stream is a little worse than that. And so it's, the capture card might just occasionally tear the screen a little bit. So it's happened. I thought I fixed it, but it just decides it wants to sometimes, and I'm like, okay, well, nothing I can do about it just because it's how frame rates are. It's how my frame rates are, and I'm like, well, that's okay. It's done it. I haven't seen it recently, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. But I haven't noticed it nearly as bad as of late. So, Ting, oh my lord, let's go! The Ting Yun expert advisor. She's real. Ting Yun expert advisor, currency wars. But yeah, I bought this computer, I think, oh god, earlier this year. I was like, I was worried about prices of stuff jumping up. I was really worried about the prices of things jumping up. I trust Topside. I trust you're going to either get a second emblem or Jing Yuan, or you're going to get a strategy that makes getting Jing Yuan easier. True. But yeah, I was worried about computer prices jumping up because of parts, and so earlier this year went and upgraded because I was like, there's no way. There's no way the prices get better than me if I wait. So it was not a good day. That day was so chalked of me going to Micro Center like multiple times. It was not good. I had to drive so far to go to Micro Center. That was not good. It was not good. It was not good. But yeah. But yes, of course. Yeah, so of course the big boy PC will run mobile game good. And I will say that's, I don't think a lot of people talk about it that often, but Hoyo games are actually fairly optimized, which is really surprising. I can think of several big name games that are not optimized well and don't run smoothly, or you have to run them on very low settings. I don't have that issue. Not okay. Oh, you know, we don't really have that issue. We don't really have that issue. Oh, chat. Did you do the Wisp Bay amusement park? Wow. I can't believe we had tower defense. And it's not even not even defending anything. It's tower entertainment. I miss when this game gave us combat events. That's the one thing I will say. But I remember what happened on the last one. That, yeah, topside, I understand. I do. There are characters that will push this game a lot. But, surprisingly, it, for the most part, is kind of optimized. Now, you know what, topside? That you are fair for that. You are fair for that. Trauma responses, I understand. True. I understand the trauma responses. But yeah, that's where I'm at with this game. I really do. I love this game so much. And so I like seeing it do the things good. Which is why I'm very curious. I think, chat, next week. I think it's next week. We are supposed to get our 4.5 drip market. Oh, shoot. You know what I was supposed to do? Before stream today, I was supposed to record the reaction to the new improv tour trailer, Myriad Celestia thing, or whatever the heck it was. I haven't seen it yet still. So honestly, I'll do that after stream. For a video. True. I love my reaction slop. It's good. I love my good reaction slop. It's good. It's got Himiko. True. And Himiko's dad and not dad. True. That's all I know about it. I've heard it's very good. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I've heard it's good. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm just excited for that patch. Just 4.4 I'm very excited for. Because listen. If we get 4.5 drip market, oh my god, if we get 4.5 drip market, is that supposed to be next week? Am I imagining things? Am I hallucinating? That's supposed to be next week, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Oh, for the sushi lord. Well, thank you for the, Kira sushi, or the Kura sushi collab. Wow. Wow. I think it's supposed to be next week.
Hi, this is Toka speaking. 여보세요? Hi. How? 知道了. Sure thing.
Because I think Himiko is meant to be a one character patch as well. Obviously with reruns, but I think like one new character patch. I don't know if I remember that correctly. That might be me talking out my butt, but I don't remember.
is Topaz speaking. You have Soyo?
No? Hi.
Hi. How?
Vidala.
Sure thing.
I don't remember whose video I was watching. But they were talking about Topaz's action frequency. You know, the problem I have is that I think I'm acting too much. Which is why I need the Nova Flare to fix a lot of the freaking Numby getting stuck thing. Because poor Numby does just occasionally get stuck if we're too strong. Which is frustrating. Most of the time it's not too big of a deal, but sometimes it's really annoying. I'm like, man.
You have Soyo? Hi.
Hey, boom. Wow. But I don't know. I'm very excited. Just Star Rail's been doing really well, and I'm happy, you know? It's just so weird to me that we just have people doing very strange, you know, people complaining about, you know, odd things like, I can't, bro. Okay, here's the one I really don't get. Outside of the arguments of cost, I don't understand how I have seen people complaining that Himiko Nova works with Astral Express passengers. What? We're complaining that the lobster is too buttery and the steak is too juicy. What do you mean? We're talking about a character who works with the main cast and that continues to get support? Hello? What are we complaining about? These characters will get new forms. We're gonna have like a new Dan Heng and March 7th by like next year. I don't understand. What are we getting mad at? We get a new Trailblazer basically every planet. What do we do? What are we complaining about? Hello? These characters are on your accounts. True. And if not, fix it. You can lose your 50/50 to Welt anytime, and if you're new, my goodness, the beginner banner or standard whatever selector thing exists. Take Welt. He'll do something. True. He's not going to do as much, but true. I would agree. I would agree. We do need a new Welt. Imagine, though, the new Welt is just another Welt from another part of the branch. True? The tree that is the Honkai verse. Grab us another Welt. No, surely, no. Surely we get a prismatic. Surely we get a prismatic strategy that will help push you to like level 9 or 10 or whatever, and then you can get that we get genuine. Surely, true. If not, start greeting, start greeting and hoarding coins. True. I'm also got chat. I tell you, I'm getting art with Topaz. We're getting a Topaz art. True. And I'm not talking about me getting like a Topaz print. I do have 2 Topaz prints. I do. I have 2 Topaz prints from the voice actress. Love those. They're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I love those. But I'll commission art. True. Very excited for that. That made me very happy to see the update today. I was very happy. It put a big dumb smile on my face. Made my workday a lot better. Made my workday so much better. Alright, chat, let's do another one. We can do another Currency Wars run. Do I do Monarch of Capital again? Yeah, why not? Monarch of Capital is fine. Bad start. Ooh, yikes. That's not too bad, though. Let's go! The 10. Let's go. Ooh. Golden Age is interesting. Dot invasion. Ooh. What do I want to go for? You know, let's take the supply phase. Leave it open. Didn't really give me a direction. Ooh, maybe Wolf Hunt. Yeah. Why not? Ah, you can't really go wrong with follow-up attack. I mean, it's me, chat. We can't go wrong with the follow-up attack, right? Chat. Who remembers when Fei Xiao was the most broken character we'd ever seen? I remember, chat. You want to know something? I remember when Fei Xiao came out, I had recorded a video and sent it to a friend. It was my Fei Xiao, like, team, but Fei Xiao had 0 relics. And just her light code. And, like, she was E0 S1 at the time. And we went and fought Fantelia. I was like, that was so stupid. And she did most of the damage too. Or not most of the damage, just, you know, a good chunk of it. A very strong representative chunk. Which I thought was hilarious. Ooh. Ooh. Who got Eidolons that matter? You? I could probably live without Eidolon Ascension. I understand Eidolon Ascension actually does a lot more than just that, but... When combat fails, no. Don't need that. Praise the sun. You know what? Staff Projector is pretty good. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take him for the time being, even though he's kind of useless. It's kind of not helpful. Okay. Not bad. Why did she... Jade, why did you put that on Jiao Cho?
How about letting the enemy strike first? More seasoned. I'm honored since you're
Whatever.
Why not have a meal before you leave?
Self-inflicted misery. Fangs and claws got never hesitate.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely. Little Oshi.
Who's the little backstabber?
Dang. Okay. Sure. And we're gonna greed.
Don't let me down.
Why is she giving it? I don't understand why. I don't understand why Jade's giving it to JQ, but whatever.
I'm honored since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Self-inflicted misery. Who's the little backstabber? Show me what you can do. Fearless knows not fear.
I can't see why, but
I hit the mark. It's on me.
oh, I should. Same difference, I guess. Ooh, I forgot we had bad start. Tough. Supply plays. Alright, so we got Blood Flame. Or, you know, we got the Bloodhound bit. I don't really think that's what I'm looking for. That's also not what I'm looking for, but... Let's go! See? Now we're talking. Level Dan.
High stakes, high reward.
Fourth time's the charm.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate! That won't do.
I don't even know, actually. I don't even know if my ratio has relics. Ratio, do you have relics? I have no idea. Well, I can't remember if I was trying to redo ratios relics or not. If I removed them.
No dirty tricks. Watch your head.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear.
And gold coin. Well, don't mind if I do if we're hoarding some money. Ooh, you know what? He can be put up front. It's fine. Do I give... Could be worse. Man, I ulted so many things ago. That's crazy. Crazy. We take those though. But yeah. But chat, if we get news like that, ooh, I might have to start doing, you know, coverage of like drip markets, depending on what it is, you know. I might just upload like a quick like a mini thoughts video on those, because I normally don't, but maybe I should. Maybe I should start doing that. I hadn't been seeing who Jade made the deck collector. She made Aventurine the deck collector. Beautiful. Bobbin. It's Bobbin. Everybody loves Bobbin. But yeah. Chat. I guess that's all I could really do. We just do a post like reading the tweet. The drip market tweet. True? True. Maybe I do that and I would just wait for the 2 characters, hopefully on a 2 market drip. Let's go. Congratulations. We did it. We did it. Yay. The collective we. I could take Rappa or just to activate the buff. You know, if I'm taking anybody, we'll just take Rappa. But more importantly, that showed up. Ooh. Ooh. My god, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. God, do I just do that? Shoot. Hold on. We give the gambling man thing. We take this. Hey, Fei Xiao, your wheelchair looks very different. Shush. I didn't even process it was full wish. That's hilarious. Golly. Oh my lord. Oh my god. so much for their whatever buff. I again, once again, I understand. Monarch of capital level is kind of easy, but it's still really funny. There she is. Okay, well shoot, now you can't hold that. And now I don't really have a use for you. Who do I? You know what? Here you go, Ratio. Have a sword. Ratio, have a sword. I've stopped really using the tracking feature when I just kind of know what I'm looking for. And I'm like, you know what? Since it doesn't really matter, we can just do whatever we want.
I always deliver. Harmony and unison.
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all.
You want to take advantage? I'll take it all.
Watch your head.
Golly. What do we want here? Folding knife seems pretty good. After 4 nodes, choose 3 non-refreshable prismatic. You tempt me. Yep. I'll fall for it. I'll fall for it.
Don't let me down. Bethany, all together.
I venture forth to hunt.
We have so... Oh my lord. I wish Fei Xiao's ult kind of worked like Asheville's, where you could just like switch mid go about. But I love Currency Wars, man. That's why it was just so easy for me to say, yeah, I want to play Star Rail, because we could just... I know every time I could just end up right here in my little happy place. It's nice.
I venture forth to forever.
God, Fei Xiao's ult is so cool. Ooh. Ah, man. You know, I've heard tales that you can get multiple of the lower tier character. I've heard tales, so to say. But I don't really think I need to, but it's just really funny. Especially with her, the 3 stars completely fine.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
But yeah, I'm very excited. You know what, chat? We're also getting a Currency Wars update next patch. Or at least we should be. So, that's hype. I don't know if they've said anything about that, but, like, we should be getting one. Because, like, it just makes sense for them to wait till the next patch to and then put in, like, 5 characters rather than, like, 2 and then 2 more later. Yeah. It just makes more sense, right? Just makes more sense. Gotta add Himiko, Rin, Gilgamesh, Blade. Just makes sense.
They always deliver. Harmony and unison.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
It smells of money.
Da 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 dum. How much damage? Dang. Okay, little follow-up trend. Okay.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. You can't run. Who's the little backstabber? I venture forth to hunt.
You know, chat. Here's a question for you. If, you know, you could pick and choose, right? What characters would you have pulled for on your account if, you know, you had the ability to on every patch? Like, what teams would you want to have on your account? Let's just, okay, here, put it this way. Let's say you have 3 teams to go into, like, hyper investment, but you only have 3 teams. So, 12 characters. Who would they be? Of the characters that are released right now. Or I guess we can include also Himiko, Rin, and Gilgamesh. Because we kind of have a pretty good understanding of what they do.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 fearless knows not fear.
If you only had 12.
No dirty trick.
I'm basically asking you, what's your favorite teams to play in this game?
I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
I think... I feel like my ones are pretty obvious. Ooh. Ah. That works out better for me anyway, though. Ooh. okay, there's our prismatic. Ally squad gains 8% damage mitigation when entering combat. The character with the lowest max HP gains 12 additional damage mitigation. Eh. Oh, interesting. I think I'll just take the tactical eyepiece. I don't really gain much from the others. Oh my god, is that Sirene? Wow. Okay. I'm trying to think, who else would I... Chad, is it funnier if I take Dahlia for my other Planet of Festivities character, or should I just wait around for a Sparkle? I should probably wait around for a Sparkle. It's really funny, though. Oh my god, all the boot hills. Of course, on the not boot hill run. I found him! There he is! I found him! Sheesh. Ooh, my foo. I'm trying to think who else. Like, I'm trying to think of the teams I would want to pull for. Like, if I only had 12 characters, what teams would I want? And let's just say, at maximum investment, right? And you could clear anything everywhere, right? Just based off of the, you know, the 12 characters you want to play the game. What would I want? If clearing and money was not an issue. I love follow-up attack teams, so it's probably follow-up attack. It's gotta be follow-up attack. Would it be super break?
Time is money, you know. Wait any longer and you'll owe me interest. Take it out.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what other team I would want after follow-up attack. It's gotta be something like that. Like, I do like the Archer team. I just don't really care about Archer. Does that make sense? I just don't really care about Archer. Like, he's cool and all, but, like, I have no attachment to him. I didn't watch Fate. I know he's a cool guy. I think I do genuinely enjoy Elation. I think I genuinely enjoy how it functions. So, like, I might be with you. I think I would probably include Elation. I'm not sure about Remembrance, though. Like, I like the Remembrance characters, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I'd pick them. Like, I certainly don't know if I'd pick them over Superbreak. Hmm. You'd want Elation, Remembrance, and Archer, even though you haven't seen Fate, you do like Archer a lot. His playstyle is very cool. It is pretty involved, and I do respect it for that much. Because Archer is kind of like Seela, and I can understand the people that really do enjoy Seela's playstyle.
A little gray is too much for you.
I guess that's fair. Let's just say, though, like, I guess in my head, my follow-up team doesn't lose to Pollux. I don't know. Let's just say clearing's not an issue. 12 fun teams, or like there are 3 fun teams if you had only those. I feel like I'd have the most fun playing follow-up attack. Super Break. I think I would probably say Super Break, Elation, and follow-up attack. Pop, Scott, HP, and Gold Coal. They're not that different, to be honest. Role model, prismatic, efficient decision, faster, luckier. Peace pistols. I mean, peace pistols actually not terrible. So many orbital cannons. We just don't have a lot of money to make that work. Do we have the money to make that work? I don't know if I have the space for it currently. You know what? Why not? Oh, I should have taken Sparkle. Bummer. Oh, there she is. Wow, I'm gonna get Topaz before the end of the game. Wow. And get to run the IPC squad. Yay! We're gonna get a coin back. Yippee! Oh, speaking of orbital cannon, there it is on Aventurine with the dice. Not too bad. Yeah, I get it. I do. But there's just so many fun teams in this game. I think that says a lot, actually. That so many teams feel good. You know? That's a good thing. Lots of options. Oh, man. Caloric overload. None of them really benefit from this, I guess. I guess we can just put it on Robin. Bobbin. Meow. At least we're getting some free coins back. That's nice, at least.
I always deliver. Let's meet all together. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
We can hunt down the... Oh, do I just hunt down the coin each time? Probably. Hey, that's not her fault, though. It is her fault. It is kind of her own fault. But it's like, oh man, it's so sad. Actually, you know what? Playing the Anaxa team sounds really fun. At like good investment, Anaxa sounds real good. Like a hyper invested Anaxa team sounds real good. You know what else sounds really good though? I hyper invested Mighty team. And I know a lot of people would say that sounds insane, but it would be. A hyper invested Mighty team would be really good. And that's the difference, is a lot of people don't actually know what that looks like. And they're like, ew, auto battle. And I'm like, I get it, but like, y'all don't know Mighty. Mighty became like a super skill testing character. But yeah, we're talking hypotheticals. Have fun with it. Oh my god, Ratio's dying. Oh my god, Fei Xiao dying. Oh my god. Cypher's dying. Jesus. Oh my god, they're dying. Why are they dying? Ow, ow, ow. Oh my god, ow. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Cute play session within a fully versed live become reality. Who's the little backstabber? I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
My god. I know I picked the one difficult encounter one, but my god. My god. Well,
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate.
Come on. Surely we can break through this. With caloric overload, actually, we're doing okay. No, Cypher's not gonna get enough energy, is she? Damn. She already capped out again, but... oh well. I still never figured out why they reran Fei Xiao, Sunday, and Tribby on that one banner. Just felt a little crazy. Ooh, chat, what should I get for food tomorrow? I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go out to get food. You know, groceries a little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, what do I do? I have so many options. And by so many options, I mean I have to decide that before I leave, because I'd have to figure out where I'm going to have more options. Let's go. I knew that team could do it. Ooh. I think I just greed. I think we just greed. Greed every coin I could ever manage. Yippee! Beautiful. Yes, adaptive skeleton. Oh, it's so good. Okay. What do we have? We have Sparkle. Ooh. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, 3-star ratio is good. We'll take the bobbin. Let's go. 3-star Robin. Easy. I don't think I'm gonna get... Ooh, wait a minute, hold on. I gotta sell Aventurines, right? I would need more. Would have been really cool. Alright. Emotional support topazes. My emotional support topaz. We'll just do confidence injector, and then we can just do... We can give him the knife. What do you have? A knife? No! Alright, Sam.
Don't let me down. Wrestling down together. I venture forth to hunt.
God.
Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant.
He's so tanky.
Can you find the answer?
But my topaz don't care. Bop, bop, bop. It's so funny to me that the follow-up stage, or like the follow-up bond, does that much damage. But so does Topaz. Unbelievable amounts of damage.
I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Ooh.
It smells of money. I'll take it all.
Alright, Cypher, go for it. Hit for a gajillion. She actually did hit for a ton there. Holy. What the hell? She actually did. That was a lot. Damn, Cypher. I didn't know you had it in you. Damn. I didn't know she had it in her. Total econ. 438. Not bad. Whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. We haven't had this many frame drops in a while. Must be bad weather. Must be bad server connection day. That's okay though. But chat, I appreciate you all stopping by today. It means a lot. I like when we do these kind of Star Rail yap moments. I don't really have a good way to make those videos, but I do like those. Just a casual 1.2. True. And that's why we do these. The 1.4 billion from Topaz. True. Yeah, that's why I like doing these. I'm glad that people come out to these too. They don't really make for the short form content, but they do good for the stream. And that's a good thing. It's never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. But chat, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Means a lot. YouTube's been doing really well, actually. YouTube have been doing pretty dang good lately. I appreciate that. So chat, I'm gonna go watch the trailer, and we'll have that uploaded. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your evenings, chat. Remember to be great and do great, whatever you do today. I'm super, super proud of you. I'm sure you gave it your best, and that's really all that matters. Chat, we are going to be starting a new Digimon Time Stranger run, and it's going to be us using like the quote-unquote best friend rival character. I don't really have a good categorization for it, like the best, from the animes. They're guys. So it's in my head it's Matt. So the Gabumon line. Ken and Wormmon, so the Stingmon line. The Tamers one is kind of up in the air. I have it as Henry just because he's like that kind of cool guy archetype. Kind of. So Terriermon line. Koji and Lobomon. And the fifth one would be Thomas and Galmon. And that's where I stopped paying attention to the Digimon anime because they got a little strange for me. So it's just going to be 5 guys in our guard-botting Aegiomon. So, that's the idea for the themed run. I'll explain more about the rules and stuff tomorrow or something like that. I think I'll start it tomorrow. I was originally going to do it to coincide with the update, but I realized I don't have to because, well, one, it's a long game. And so by the time the update's going, we'll have the run going. And then 2, it doesn't really matter. Because, like, it's just kind of whatever. Again, it's a long game. We'll be running. So I think I'll just start it tomorrow. But yeah. Alright. Twitch chat. Stay for the raid. YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a recommended video on the way as well. Where the heck are we going to go? What are we going to do? Shoot. My keyboard. There we go. Alright, chat. Let's get out of here. Have a good one.
Let's see what's up here.
No, front page of Twitch. Why are you like this? No. Okay. I'm gonna close. Alright. Goodbye, vertical stream. I appreciate you. Okay. Now for the horizontal stream. Gamers, I still appreciate you. All the same. Where can we go? Go. Then Sally's live. True. Maple's live. Peru. Maya's live. Peru. What else is live? Any other of my homies live? Oh, let's raid Maple. I think it's not too often that I align with the Maple's schedule. That seems like a good time. Alright, chat. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. It's important. I'll see you all tomorrow for some Digimon A Time Stranger. But yeah. Oh, also chat, just to let everybody know, heads up, we have set up the save file already. So we're gonna start in the basically the quote unquote starter select screen, more or less. Because everybody wants to see the Digiglock. True. So I just, we skipped the beginning bit. But what we're gonna do, so since I don't know how to mod the game that well, one thing I do know I have is I have the deluxe edition of the game, so I have access to the quote unquote Gabumon with early Digivolution. So we're just gonna do that, and I'm just gonna be a good person and not run the Bond of Friendship until we unlock Mega Evolutions, because, well, that would just cheese the entire game now, wouldn't it? Alright, but we're gonna be playing on New Game Hard Mode, so it's gonna be a good time. Alright, chat. Go say hi to Maple, go be Pog, go be cool, have a great rest of your day. And YouTube, check out a recommended video, and I'll get you all a reaction to a funny little trailer. Alright, bye guys, bye-bye! Where's my ending card?